Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Prince Magnum channel where hot rodding and romance do coexist. I'm your host, Prince Magnum. Welcome to another one of my live streams. It's definitely going to be one where I got to get y'all caught up to speed. You guys are not going to believe where we sit right now as far as monetization hours. There's a lot that's happening on this channel, and I just got to get y'all caught up to speed. And it's a little too dark for me to work right now. So there's going to probably be some filming tomorrow of the bicycle project. So I've got that available. Lots of stuff. We are going to be very busy. We're going to stay pretty busy through the weekend. We're probably going to see about doing a premiere video tomorrow afternoon. I don't know how that's going to turn out, but we are definitely looking at that. So there's probably going to be a premiere video tomorrow, probably a good size one. I don't know. I'll have to talk to Princess Faye and get her opinion on which one should be released tomorrow. Let's see. So there's a lot of talk about that. What's going on, Lewis? Welcome to the live stream, my friend. Right now, there's a few people everyone's kind of slowly making their way in. And what's going on, Sean? Mr. Raven Nuts. We got a lot of people. I'm hoping Ian comes in tonight. We got a lot of ground to cover. That's what's up. I'm glad to see everybody tonight. I hope everyone's doing extremely well. Looking forward to the weekend. I have been busy. Very busy. Like ridiculously busy. So busy, in fact, that I've got a funny feeling Princess Faye is going to get onto my ass again very soon. Very soon. I guess you could say I've been involved with my Windows Movie Maker like beyond belief. So hopefully Ian is awake enough right now. I know he just got back from vacation. He's probably wore the hell out. I am doing pretty damn good. I am doing fantastic. I've been very busy in the office. Well, I would like to be working in the office, but unfortunately where the modem is set up and where my computer is, I'm not in the office right now. I'm in the bedroom working diligently on the next, some of the next video projects that'll be due to come out soon. So kind of a heads up. We're going to be taking kind of a step back from streaming a couple days here and there. I've got to look at how next week's schedule is going to look. Princess Faye wants me to take a couple of days off, extra days off from streaming. She kind of feels that I've been burning the candle at both ends and wants me to take some time for her. So understandably, so we're going to talk a little bit about that tonight. We're going to talk about what we can, what the Prince Magnum channel is looking at doing. Pretty much as time goes on, we are very close to monetization. And I know we've said that for the past few months, how close we are. Well, we're so close, I could pretty well taste it. We're that close. Tonight, I'm figuring if all goes well tonight, if people come in to get the channel updates tonight, we should be so close by the end of this stream that it is an excellent chance that that I will be under 600 hours to go. Now, I don't anticipate that is actually going to be a thing because it's Friday night. The weather is actually decent where I live. So, I mean, if it's like that where you're at, you're gonna be doing something else. So just kind of a heads up. I suspect that it's gonna take a premiere video tomorrow. So Raven, I haven't seen y'all that much on Fortnite. I don't know if I've even seen you hardly stream. I know you usually do at least one good sized stream a day. I know after this stream, I might try a test stream and see how it goes. I've been tinkering around with the new computer, and we've had a lot of graphic cards issues. We've had some internet connection issues. I think we're okay at the moment to give it a try. If I'm happy with it, we're going to roll with it. If I'm not happy with it, then we might look at doing something else. Hey, that's all right. That's all right. Nothing wrong with taking a step back. Okay. I've been striking while the iron is hot for the last several months. And let me tell you, as we are getting closer to monetization, I'll announce that number here just shortly, the big number. Now, tomorrow, it's going to be a lot of filming. I mean, a lot of filming tomorrow for my ass. I'm going to be busy as hell tomorrow. Um, I'm going to be in the kitchen a lot tomorrow. Um, oh, damn. Well, I need to hook up with either you or yeah, that kind of sucks. Eddie Van Halen passing away. That sucks, man. And let me explain to you all, I remember when the music was new. And I remember well into the 90s, Van Halen being right there. What's going on, Mikey G? So Van Halen, losing, Eddie Van Halen, most people don't even know this. If you don't even want to listen to Van Halen, there is a Michael Jackson song that does have Eddie Van Halen playing the lead guitar. Specifically, Eddie Van Halen played the guitar solo in Oh, I understand. I understand. I'm just looking at doing like a few minutes after this stream, go live for a brief moment for a test stream, see how it goes. If I'm satisfied with it, then we're gonna rock and roll it. Basically, I'll be live on basically live with two separate devices all at once. Um, the objective is to kind of see how we stand if we decide to go ahead and try to stream some video games, because I know whenever you guys go, some of you guys stream in Fortnite. I wish I was streaming too at the same time, but I'm not able to. So that has been something that I have wanted to do, to stream with you guys. But that's just not been in the cards. It's absolutely sucked. I wished that we could. We're just doing it. We're just going to try to do a test stream, see if I can stream Fortnite, and I might even see about at one point seeing if we can stream Minecraft. I know Minecraft is still very, very popular, and it would be a great way to get more gamers to come over to the Prince Magnum channel. Well, it wouldn't hurt if I had a PS4, but with them getting ready to, hang on, where is it? Oh, she moved it over there. With them getting ready to say goodbye to the PS4 and bring in the PS5, it would not make any sense whatsoever. Oh, Twitch account? Yeah, I know. Everyone wants me to move over to Twitch, and I'll be absolutely honest with y'all. It is about that time. Now, I know there's also been talk that if I cannot get the internet provider here to do what I need them to do, I have to call my old partner, Jammin' John, and have him do his usual hacking stuff, because he does this amazing kind of hack to cellular devices that allows you to stream directly. Basically, your phone becomes a modem, and your cellular data takes over. What's going on, Think Different? Your cellular data takes over, and you get your internet no longer from an internet provider. What's going on, Miss Kelly? And what happens then is basically your cellular data then becomes your internet. What's going on, Queen Bee? Oh my goodness, everyone! All them, a lot of them, the main folks here on the channel showing up tonight. Like I said, we've got. I am doing great. I'm glad it's Friday. It's been a long week, not just at work, here on the channel. It's so good to see everyone. I'm hoping everybody is doing well. We've got a lot of ground to cover tonight. So much so, it's coffee time. Yes, Ian is back. I said I was one of the first people to say hi to him earlier today. So let me get y'all start getting you guys caught up to speed. All right, because we're now at that 10-minute marker. First out of the gate, I know everyone is curious. Where is my hours at? Right, exactly, Ms. Kelly. Let me get you all caught up to speed. Now, I know you all have been wondering, okay, Prince Magnum, where are we at the watch hours? How close? Yeah, I said, I went into his Discord earlier today and I said hi. I didn't even, as soon as I seen him post something, boom, I was there. Yeah. No, I haven't had a chance to talk to him. We'll get to all of that here just shortly. If he's able to be here. If not, you all already know what's going on. I'm still pulling screenshots, okay, from that one stream where everybody just went berserk. Yeah. So that's what we're dealing with. I'm still pulling screenshots, okay, and that has been a nightmare in itself. They already know. Again, we're back to the police already know. But beyond that, let's move ahead because there's not a whole lot to talk about. Because even if I took the screenshots and everything over there to the police department today, they still would not be able to do anything with it till next week. So they really, because the detective that handles cases like this, he's out of town and he will not be back until next week. Evidently this guy should have been taking vacation for quite some time now and has not bothered to take vacation. So now we are looking at a Cinnamon live stream tomorrow. I know you all enjoy the Cinnamon live stream. There's going to be kind of 3 video projects happening all at once. Oh, you didn't hear Raven? Oh boy. Okay. I will not give out the name, but I think a lot of you already pretty well know who I'm talking about. We had a YouTuber kind of turn on me. And this particular YouTuber I work with caused a lot of problems. He did a nasty video about me. I stood up for myself. Well, I did not know the night after the Cinnamon live stream last week, he was already in over on Twitter. Save that for later. That may actually come up though, if you so want. Yeah. Thank you so much. That kind of gives it away. Yeah. But we won't say no more. That person, basically, he's in hot water because he was over on Twitter and Facebook getting in touch with people that have been following the Prince Magnum channel for quite a while. So much so that he was sending Photoshop pictures of Princess Faye and I in very pornographic scenes, saying that we were into BDSM and S&M, and he'd been at parties, and I drink at work, and just stupid shit like that. Okay, this is the stupid stuff he was trying to come up with, and before I even talked to the police, I had to let my boss know that if this does get out, oh no, you're good, Sean, you're good. That gives it away. That what will happen is that he, hey, what's going on? What's going on, Viable Solutions? So that's kind of what we're dealing with. Okay, yeah, that guy. So we got that, we got all the screenshots that basically will lead the police where they need to go. Even though he's taking all that stuff down. Oh yeah, I'm all right. So basically, That is what we dealt with. Basically, that clown was doing stuff like that. Now, in Missouri, there is a very strict law. The laws are very strict here in Missouri on that sort of thing. And let me explain. By if you put up what is called revenge porn, because that's what it was. Everything else, whatever, you really can't do a whole lot about that. Cyberbullying is one of those things that, yes, it's a serious crime, but no, it's not enforced. Okay. And that's kind of the general cross section across the country. Yes, it is wrong. Yes, there are laws against it, but no, it's not enforced. So, but now that I've said that, what's going on, Jamie? Good to see you. So that's kind of where we stand on that. But because there was revenge porn, and Missouri doesn't call it that. My hairline's right here, there, numbnuts. Kick that son of a bitch out of here. Would y'all? If not, I'll do it. I mean, it's not a big deal. But anyhow, so now that we've, thank you, Sean. Appreciate that. Be sure to also get a screenshot. We know who it is. But basically, in a nutshell, he's looking at because Missouri has laws against revenge porn. It was very bad Photoshop at that, from what I understand. I never got to see him. Thank you so much, Miss Kelly. So now that we've done that, said that, let me also say that, as I said, there is a law against all of that. What is the law? What does the law basically say? If you are found guilty of what is called revenge porn, you're looking at 7 years in prison, $100,000 fine, along with paying back any damages that it caused to both the company that you post, the company, the website that it's posted to, and the folks that it affected. So yes, he's facing 7 years in prison, and that is to my knowledge, a Class D felony. And Missouri would even require. Yeah, pretty much, yeah. So he basically, at the end of this, he would also even have to register as a sex offender here in the United States, no matter where he lived. And on top of that, even though you may pay your debt to society by being in prison for X amount of time, here in Missouri, they have they basically do not require businesses to hire felons. So he would actually have to move to a state that would turn a blind eye to even sex offenders. So he wouldn't even be allowed to live in the state of Missouri. His career is over. Not quite like that. Not quite like that. So he's in a lot of hot water. Okay. Now, from here, I cannot talk about any more other than I'm still pulling screenshots from that one video, along with the fact that what's going on, Chairman? Good to see you, buddy. So there's a lot of screenshots that now have to go directly to. Believe it or not, it has to go over to the police department on flash drive. So that is where it stands right now. Yes, this turned nasty. And like I said, I defended myself. Work knows, and they basically said there's not enough for us to yeah, pretty much. Well, a certain YouTuber made a vicious attack towards me. And the vicious attack is he was actually posting some pretty nasty stuff about me, obviously not true. And along with that, numbnuts, I'm nowhere near a McDonald's. You fucking idiot. Kick that son of a bitch out of here. Fucking moron. Be sure to screenshot too. Yeah, whatever. Be sure to double screenshot that. But anyhow, because that's a threat. Yeah. Be sure to double screenshot that and send it to me through Discord, Facebook, whatever you got. Okay, I know who that is. And if he says it again, I'll be glad to say his real name. Yeah, send it to me however you need to. Yeah, go for it, because I know who it is. Along with that, the video is any views that son of a gun's got has already been reported. So his 3 channels will be shut down soon. What's going on? Bless this crazy mess. Welcome to the live stream. We are on the move, I guess you could say at this point. Let's get talking about some more positive vibes. The next thing that we need to talk about, actually, we already know who this one is. Just he's pretending to be the stalker. He's pretending to be the stalker, and he has a fascination with me, and he's going to prison. That I'm not worried about it. I care less. I want him to keep coming in here because it makes it easier for Google to track his IP address. So I don't mind. Just keep screenshotting, keep kicking him out, because we know who it is. Yeah, he's going to get my hours a whole lot earlier anyways, which that brings us to the most important part of this stream. Okay, let me get y'all caught up. How close are we? Thank you, Mike. Thank you for sending that over. How close are we? That's the big one. How close are we? When I looked about 20 minutes before the stream, we are now sitting at a grand total of... That's right, Miss Kelly. 616 hours left to go before I have monetization turned back on here on the Prince Magnum channel. They will when the police start getting involved. They have no choice at that point. Yeah, so we are at 616 hours left to go. So that is how close we are. How close? I mean, can you know... That's right, Sean. That's absolutely right. So 616 hours. I've got a funny feeling that by the end of this stream, we will be right around that 600 marker, like right at it. Because I know a lot of people have been taking a big stock in the Prince Magnum channel, wanting to see it succeed. And we have worked our asses off for the last 6 months. We've been working our asses off. So we are that ridiculously close. Now, ironically enough, the premiere videos have been doing probably just as good. Actually, that's the funny thing. I'll have to explain all of it. It's a little bit different here in the States. It's a little bit different. No, they don't exactly deal with hate speech. But if the police basically ask for certain information and basically, they realize that there's a warrant, it's one of those things. It's kind of dicey to explain, but I know once, there's subpoenas and things like that involved, they're going to be like, they're not going to want that kind of heat right now. Because remember, Google is right now in the middle of a class action lawsuit. And what was it? Just last year, we had the whole COPA thing. They're not going to want any of that heat. Okay, so that's kind of what we're dealing with. So they're gonna kind of push that aside and say, look, man, you've got too much heat. We can't do that. Which the last time I looked at that video, it only had like 20 views and 3 dislikes, 2 likes, and that's pretty much across the board. And all of the dislikes are from people that are pissed off. you know, and the two likes, yeah, yeah. But, Viable Solutions is actually doing extremely well on his channel, doing very well. Very proud of him. He's worked his ass off on his channel. Very proud of him. I know he's not making money hand over fist, but he's doing good. We're proud of him. Viable Solutions. I'm telling you what, that guy, amazing, amazing work he does. So we are that close. I mean, ridiculously close right now. Even if you're watching in the background right now, right now we are getting our hours. We are that close. And a lot of us are suspecting at the rate that we're going, it seems like I get about 100 hours right now every 3 days. So that's kind of where we're at right now. That's okay, baby. You'll be home before you know it, sweetheart. And when you are, um, we're gonna we're gonna spend some time together. I want to spend some time with you because tomorrow's gonna. I want to get a few things taken care of this weekend, baby. Right? That's exactly right, guys. Hey, I totally understand, Raven. So, real quick, right now, ready to go onto YouTube. Whoa, we got a lot of people in here. I miss you too, baby. I miss you. Can't wait till you're home. Welcome, Trendo Rama Studios. Welcome to the live stream, my friend. We got a lot of ground. We still got a lot of ground to cover. Tomorrow, I am going to be filming and editing, and it's going to be a busy, 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 busy. Oh, I hate it too. I hate it. But it seems like every time I don't look for trouble, it just seems to find me, as screwed up as that is. That's just it. But I'm not, we'll deal with all that soon enough. I got lots of stuff to handle right now. It's one of those deals that I already know I'm going to be dealing with enough as it is. All right. So, tomorrow, I'm talking to my missus. Yep. So let's get caught up to speed. Tomorrow I will be continuing my work on the Eclipse cooking collab. Um, Basically, what was they selected three things that you had to cook, and however you want to do it is completely and totally up to you. Oh, there you go, Trent. Well, no, this one is. I've got two of them that are infatuated with me. I think one of them, I mean, he's a clown and really doesn't. He just comes in every now and again. The other one, though, like I said, it was a straight up attack. So that's who we seen tonight. Jealousy. He'll never amount to anything. So we are on the move. Yeah. So yeah, I'm right there with you guys. I've been in video editors for a little while today. We finally got. Yeah, I can't see what you got tomorrow. Can't wait to see what you got tomorrow. Uh, there you guys go. Be sure to network with each other. So, again, let's get caught up to speed. Um, Project Spirit is in the shop. For those that do not know, Project Spirit is supposed to be getting her new automatic transmission. And I say new, but it's a refurbished one from what we could see. Uh, when the mechanic, the guy who runs the shop at Torque Diesel and Auto, when good old Rodney was taking a look at the pumps, there you go, V. When he was taking a look at the pumps on Project Spirit's transmission, he's like, "You realize these are new pumps?" I said, "I was wondering about that. They looked awfully nice looking." He said, "Yeah." He said, "You got new pumps for this." He said, "You. It looks like you may be running a practically brand new transmission." in your car. He said, even though it's a used one, he said it's practically, it looks like it's been rebuilt at some point, not too long ago. So good for us, right? Good for us. So that transmission should be pretty good. We won't have to worry about anything right away. So that is where that stands right now. Um, there you go, Sean. Get that Twitch stream of yours out and about so everyone can see that you are doing what you do. So that is where it stands right now. Project Spirit is in the shop, and to my knowledge, there's if they haven't started, they will be starting. They probably started today because they want to get that in and out, and we've already paid a good chunk of change on it. Okay, love you too, baby. Love you too, honey. I miss you. Okay, and again, tomorrow we are going to do a cinnamon live stream, and let me explain. Um, there you go, Raven. With tomorrow's cinnamon live stream, there will be some filming that will be happening. Um, yeah, yeah, he's worked his ass off on his channel. So let me explain right now. For the past 6 months, we have been, well, for probably closer to like the last 5 months, really, we have been working diligently. I guess you could say, whether we meant to or not, we have developed a character here on this channel. Now, a lot of you have had a lot involved with this character. Hey, I miss you too, V, when you're not here. You're a good guy. I always appreciate whenever you send me something. So that's kind of where it stands right now. Yeah, V is a good guy to hook up with. He's very knowledgeable in the computer area. Extremely knowledgeable. I mean, so dang smart it hurts. All right, thank you. Thank you, Bless. It's glad you were here. Glad you were here tonight. Um, so let's again, we are getting closer to our watch hours. So that is definitely a big thing. I might go ahead and normally I try to do a morning stream. You're still picking on me. Which that reminds me, I do have that bread video to finish with the editing. There's a scene that I do want to shoot, so I'm gonna have to reshoot a scene. So I get to make a loaf of bread. Along with that, along with the fact that you know we're we're looking at. I'm probably going to be editing close to somewhere right around 3 videos tomorrow alone. Um, which I've also started working on kind of a long video of Project Spirit to kind of get you all caught up to current date. Now, the reason why we're doing a video on Project Spirit is simply because Project Spirit has been with the Prince Magnum channel at the end of this month for 5 years. 5 years Project Spirit has been at the forefront of this channel. Um, I jokingly will say that the Prince Magnum channel is the house that Project Spirit built. Um, oh, really? That's very tempting. Very tempting. Yeah, I might actually do that. Um, which a lot of people also been running the playlist. I know Jamie has spent a lot of time watching a lot of my old videos, and I believe that one of her favorites so far is the top 10 people that you'll meet. Yeah, that's right. Project Spirit does have a birthday coming up. We'll talk about that in a second. Uh, she has fallen in love with the top 10 people that you will meet at a car show, the types of people that bring projects to car shows. And one of them that I talked about in that video was the woman hot rodder, and I gave the woman hot rodder a special name, Hot Rod Henrietta, and she fell in love with that whole video. And it was like she wants to be a hot rod Henrietta. Jamie's already perusing probably through Craigslist, seeing what project vehicles are out there. Which at some point we do need to dive into that particular scene and start talking about those videos all over again. Basically, like an updated video. There's also one kind of in the works. There's about 3 hot rodding videos in the works. Actually, no, I apologize. There's 4 hot rodding videos in the works. Let me tell you all which videos are now in the works. Number 1, a happy birthday video for Project Spirit. November of this year, Project Spirit will be 46 years old. That is an old car. Most of us don't even have vehicles that are beyond 7 years, let alone over 45 years old. I drive an antique car. Oh, God. God damn, Prince Magnum. You drive an antique car. And I'm okay with that. I drive a very old car. So that is a definite big one. A happy birthday video to Project Spirit. She deserves it. Most cars, like I said, nowadays you don't hardly see cars, you know, let alone 7 years. Oh, there it is. There it is. Trend's got it up there. Chairman, you have a wonderful evening. Rest well, my friend. Keep me posted, Chairman. I want to know how you're doing. I know you got a doctor that, you've got doctors that have been checking you over pretty heavy, and you have me nervous. I worry about you, buddy. Worry a great deal about you. Chairman's a great guy. I haven't seen him post a video in a little while, but he does amazing work right here on YouTube. So that is kind of where it stands right now. Project Spirit is coming up on a birthday. She's going to be 46. 46 years old. In another 40 years, that car will be a half a century old. 50 years old. That is ridiculous. Still rocking and rolling. Along with that, as we get closer, when she comes home after getting her transmission swapped over, that's a big one. Another one is in the works. Actually, 2 videos will be in the works. Number 1, we're going to start taking a look at what is available to us in finding to do a V8 swap. We are looking at swapping Project Spirit over to a V8 powered car. And we're going to dive into the options that are available to us. Okay, so that is super, super, super important. We need to take a good, close look at that. Because of the fact that, everyone automatically throws a 302 into those cars like the Mavericks. That is not the only engine that's available to her. There's several engines available to her. And we're going to take a close look at what is available in the market, and that the parts are easy to get and at an affordable price. Basically, what's going to be the best options available to Project Spirit that's going to be the most affordable. Now, this is also going to involve me doing a little homework, because it doesn't have to be a Ford engine that goes in. So there is that video now that's already starting to happen. The second video that's going to happen when Project Spirit gets home. And I started talking about this in the Sunnies. There is a video that has been inspired that's actually been in the works for almost 2 years. But I wanted to wait till the time was right to really begin this. And I already have the video footage, some of the video footage that I need. That video is, ironically enough, dealing with, I know there's some of you in here that are Star Trek fans like me. I'm a huge Star Trek fan. More so than even Star Wars. And I know some of you are also going to say, Star Trek. Well, let me say right now, for those of you who like Star Wars and says Star Trek sucks, George Lucas his inspiration came from Gene Roddenberry. Star Trek inspired Star Wars. But on the other hand, the Star Trek movies was came from a resurgence because of Star Wars. So the two are closely related. And there is a couple of scenes from both movies where I believe you can even see the Millennium Falcon in a Star Trek movie, and you can see the refit original Enterprise in Star Wars. Yeah, so there's nods to each other. So that little tidbit information. Well, there was another YouTuber that inspired me to start beginning a video, and I will give you guys a little bit of the inside track. It deals with the Prometheus paradox. I don't know if you. I know a lot of you don't know about the Prometheus paradox, but there really was a guy named Prometheus from ancient Greece. He basically, long story short, him and a boatload of dudes jumped in, went off, and had this very successful conquest. Returned to Greece. A big ceremony, and the boat that he used, they kept in harbor and kept it shipworthy for 100 years. But in that time, it's made of wood, the planks rotted, and when those planks rotted, they replaced them. When the last plank was replaced, the debate became, is it the same ship? Some people said yes, because the spirit of what it was meant to do was still there. Others said because all of the planks had been replaced at some point in time, it wasn't the original ship. So that became the argument. Fast forward to Star Trek, the motion picture. And there was a debate because, when they did the update, which they talked about in the movie, where they stripped the Enterprise down to its original frame and then rebuilt it from the ground up, it was no longer the same Enterprise. Others said it was because the frame was still there. Well, a particular YouTuber went and did a video on this, and his video will be linked. I will say his Star Trek stuff is amazing, but his political stuff is facepalm worthy because he doesn't know as much as he thinks he knows. He's one of those liberal types that thinks he knows everything. He doesn't know as much as he thinks he knows. He's a retard in that area. That is my opinion. Some people like it. So, hey, whatever, Well, when he did hit that whole video on, the debate between Star Trek fans, when he did that whole video on that debate, why are you, I know there's people talking. There we go. When he did that whole video on the debate between us Star Trek fans, he was dead on. And I actually learned something. Well, a lot of us hot rodders went, it's a guy by the name of Steve Shives. Steve Shives. Of course, I'm also pissed off at that son of a bitch because some of the nasty things he said about Steve Shives is his name. His Star Trek stuff is amazing, but he doesn't know as much as he thinks he knows about the political scene here in the United States. But his Star Trek stuff, I love it. I mean, just some of it is so amazing. And it's actually really good. And it inspired me when he did the video on the original series Enterprise and the refit. When he did that whole series, I was just like, I've got, because all of us hot rodders went into the comments section and immediately started responding. I was one of the hot rodders that immediately started saying what needed to be said. So that is where that stands. And I thought, why don't I do a video on Project Spirit? And that's kind of where it's going. Because at some point, Project Spirit will have been changed. And one of the things that's oftentimes said in the custom car community is the fact that them old cars The old cars, if you we'll rebuild them, and you'll hear us say, by the time I'm done with this car, it's going to be a brand new car. I've said it. Well, see, that's the problem. The guy that's running right now wants to turn this into a communist country. So, no, he's worse. That's the guy who's running against Trump. As sad as it sounds, we're almost better off with Trump. I hate to say it. Knowing what I know, that's sad. Because the other guy, I hate to say it, will be worse. Because everything he says right now says that we are screwed either way. But at least we stand a slightly better chance another 4 years under Trump. So that's kind of where that stands. I know that sounds horrible. So now that I've said that, well, see, that's the problem. You know, he's better for business. He's good for business, but he's not good for everything else. That's the problem. But he did, before the pandemic, he was doing. Yeah, I know he is. And the other guy is going to be even worse. Trust me. But I don't, the political scene is not my game right now. Again, I really would wish Jesse the Body Ventura, former governor of Minnesota, would run. He really needs to run. He really does need to run. Jesse Ventura, you need to run for office. You need to run for presidency. You need to save this goddamn country. Former Navy SEAL, Jesse the Body Ventura needs to run for presidency. I don't know who you would get as your vice. Mm. See, I knew V knew something that we all didn't know. But anyhow, so that is kind of where it stands. So Steve Shives, actually, you would be surprised. He puts on a show like he's not all there, but that's his character. That was part of it, yes. He left the country because there was a lot of problems. But that's kind of the whole political. So that's kind of one of the videos. Honestly, I honestly think that it's about time for our country. Oh, yeah, he is. Totally agreed, Queen. Totally agreeable. Honestly, our entire government needs to be brought in front of the UN for crimes against humanity. That's really what it needs to happen. But it's not going to happen yet. Not until the Lakota Nation is recognized as a country. Yeah, I said that. Along with that, my tribe as well. Yeah, I just said that too. So, yeah. Yeah, I heard about it. So let's also kind of touch base again. The hot rod scene. We always talk about the whole thing with, see, Miss Kelly would know. Oh, you're part Cherokee. That's actually pretty commonplace, Chairman. But you will be happy to know because the Cherokee were affected by. All right, how about some local news here from where I live? The Trail of Tears runs right through the state of Missouri, and the tribe that was affected the most through the Trail of Tears was the Cherokee Native Americans. The Cherokee, their tribe was the Cherokee tribe was affected the most through the Trail of Tears. Well, currently, right now, there is a whole thing. I don't know enough about him. I couldn't tell you, but I know Miss Kelly has said some good things about him. So maybe that's what needs to actually happen. But anyhow, um, the Trail of Tears and the Cherokee Native Americans. There is we have a historical society right here in St. Francis County goes um, that goes well beyond the whole they go above and beyond, and there's going to be they're looking at doing a dedication to the Trail of Tears right here in my little area, and several communities are now getting involved. I think a total of 9 right here in Missouri that will be helping dedicate parts of the Trail of Tears in dedication to the Cherokee Native Americans that were affected by the Trail of Tears. So, Chairman, keep your eyes peeled. There's a lot happening here in Missouri in a good way. And thank goodness to local politicians and people in the historical societies in our area. Yeah. Um, so we're starting to get more Native American history passed on. Finally. Thank you for the 14 likes that I can see. It may be more than that. But again, back to the videos that I'm working on. So there is a video kind of in the making about Project Spirit. Once everything has been changed and the body's been redone and everything, the question remains, is Project Spirit the same car? Back to the Ship of Prometheus question. Breaking Insanity Cycle? Oh! Uh, grab the link. Grab the link and throw. I didn't know you had a second channel. Hang on. I did not know you had a second channel. Boom. There we go. We fixed that. Now that I knew that. Drop the link. Drop the link. You should be able to now. Munching and Channing, welcome. Just kind of getting everyone caught up to speed on on what we're going to be doing this weekend. Now, if Princess Faye gives me the okay, the go ahead, I will be doing a premiere tomorrow morning. That is in the works. We might be looking at doing a premiere for tomorrow morning to help my watch time. And then, of course, a Cinnamon live stream tomorrow. But a lot of my day is going to be spent working on the next video. Again, I'm sorry, the Eclipse collab. There you go. I'm not 100% sure. It depends on how everything goes this evening. So that is kind of where we stand right now. I'm looking at doing a premiere tomorrow. Welcome back, Lewis. So we're gonna make my watch time at this rate. It seems like, oh, there you go. All right. Um, it probably won't be closer till the afternoon hours. Okay. Um, it probably won't be closer to my afternoon hours is when we'll probably do a premiere. Um, so that yeah, that's kind of the plan. Now, some of the video footage that I was able to extract from the old computer, one of them, I've basically, again, a video of Project Spirit, kind of up to speed on her as she was when I did that. Phoenix Rise, welcome to the live stream. It's good to see you. So that's kind of as it stands right now. Be sure to grab that screenshot. Punk. Very well said, V. Yeah. There you go. Be sure to, if you're in blue, be sure to drop those links. There you go. So again, we're on the move. Yeah, no, he doesn't. Glad you're still here, Queen. So tomorrow, Cinnamon live stream. So again, I have a total like. Thank you so much, Miss Kelly. Uh, as of tomorrow, right now, as it stands, um, I'm going to be making a lot of videos based on the fact that you know, a lot of videos will are going to be focused on the fact that there's going to be some on Project Spirit that's going to be worked on. There's going to be the Eclipse collab tomorrow. So we've got the Eclipse collab that I'm working on tomorrow. That will definitely be a premiere later on because between the 12th and the 18th, we're definitely going to be doing that. So that's where it stands. Thank you so much, V. So that's kind of where that stands. Um, Thank you, Lewis. Appreciate you guys. Again, watching my back again. So that is where we stand right now. Lots of videos in the making. It seems like my premieres seem to be doing extremely well. So well, in fact, that like I said, I'm going to take a couple of days away from streaming like usual, so I can spend some time with Princess Faye, obviously. But I will not take away from Wednesday Night Raiders, and I'm definitely not going to be taking away from Thursday Night Sober Talk. And if at all possible, I will not let the Cinnamon live stream be affected either. Which brings me to a video that we will be working on. Yes, it has. Yes, it has. Which now we have done two premiere videos. The first one we did was a Fortnite compilation, and I was really happy with the excitement that was on that one. A lot of people really liked it. So actually, where I live, yes, they will. Yes, they will. That's one of the nice things about it, V. Where I live, yes, they will. That's one of the really nice things where I live, because they take this stuff pretty seriously where I live. Um, Trust me on this one, because where I live, it's a small town, but they don't like their people getting people threatening and things like that. They get kind of worried about that. Along with that, one of the other nice things is where I live. All right, Mikey G. Let me explain this. Where I live, because it's such a small area, I don't have a big YouTube channel, but where I live, I'm just big enough that people know who I am, and not just because of where I work. Um, they know me because of the fact that mm, believe it or not, there are stories that have been circulated around about similar situations, and they take this stuff pretty seriously. Um, yeah, they're starting to move outside of the states because the United States is starting to come down on them. But if that happens, well, I guess there's always Twitch. But anyhow, so that's kind of where it stands right now. Um, we're kind of looking at that whole thing where the Prince Magnum channel is on the move. We're definitely going to be. Yeah, that stuff. Yeah. But thankfully, where I live, yeah. What's going on, Spaz? So you're just in time for the big announcement. Starting tomorrow, there will be some filming done on the development of the character Cinnamon. We're going to basically, it's like the ideas behind it. There's going to even be some whole stuff where there's even going to be some clips that I'm going to actually have to pull from my own channel from previous live streams on Cinnamon. Along with that, even the production side of Princess Faye doing the makeup and everything, and her kind of explaining a couple of things and, some of the ideas in that. Yeah. So there's going to be like a big, almost like a documentary behind the character because of the fact that the Cinnamon character has done more than I expected. For the record, Cinnamon was supposed to be a joke. It was supposed to be a joke. Cinnamon was really not even supposed. It was only supposed to be a one-off thing. But like sometimes in TV, a one-off character ends up becoming. Well, that's also yet to come. Because once Spaz is feeling better, that's also going to be something where we might actually be filming part of the podcast where Cinnamon will be in character, be in full Cinnamon character and that sort of thing. Which for that record, some of the things that we're also going to be looking at like real soon is developing the Cinnamon costumes. And I said plural. Like one of the things that we're looking at is like, things that I can add, to like, to enhance the character where the character can even go out and public a little bit more. And it's not just from like here down, it's going to be more than that. So like from the upper, from like my upper chest down. So we're definitely going to be looking at that. We're also going to be looking at sometime as soon as Ian's going to be the first one up, where I will be video recording. What's going on, filming? We'll be video recording a Fortnite. Try not to laugh at Cinnamon Fortnite challenge to go along with this, and each one will be a half an hour long. And if you play Fortnite, you will get to go in and while I'm videoing, and if you choose, you can live stream it if you want. And you can put yourself on face cam, whatever. Ian has already said he's definitely doing this. But you have to try not to laugh at any of the innuendo stuff. We'll see what happens. Don't worry, because it wasn't. It was. This also spanned Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. It was all over the place. So that goes. It goes beyond that. So yeah, don't worry. Yeah, he's got it coming. And any which way you watch it. So that is kind of what's happening there. So Cinnamon is definitely going to be pushed a little bit more to the forefront of the channel. And let me explain. Again, Cinnamon was supposed to be a joke and really supposed to be a one off character. V, will you trust me? I know what I's a doing. I didn't spend all that time in courtrooms and everything dealing with what I had to deal with over my kids, not to learn something. I learned a great deal while I was in those courtrooms. I got forced to have to sit into the armchair, and read up on law. I could just about be a lawyer now. I'm actually to the point where I'm about ready. I could probably just about take the bar exam. Really, whether I wanted to or not. Yeah, that's a thing. Whether I wanted to or not. So, Now that I've said that, um, let me also say that um, that the whole cinnamon character was supposed to be a one-off, a joke. It really was supposed to be developed. But after one stream, I'm like, well, let's do it again because the views were extremely high. So high, in fact, that the stream was uh, the first two streams were like huge. The streams were extremely huge. Sorry about that, folks. So that's kind of where that stands. The streams were like ridiculously huge, and then it just kind of kept going. And as time went on, there was even the whole, after like the first two streams, a couple of people approached me. One that doesn't live in my area, and another one that does actually live in my area, and said, "Thank you because you've given me the courage to kind of come out and be myself." I'm like, okay, cool. That was not what I was going for, and so that is part of the whole thing. It reminded people that hey, be yourself, no matter who that is, as long as you're not hurting anybody or yourself. By all means, be you. So now that I've said that, um, along with that, because of the fact that we have developed that character, and now that character is a reminder of everyone to keep it spicy in their relationship and that sort of thing, and has also managed to stay funny and relevant and things like that. A lot of people will appreciate that character. So cinnamon will be pushed a little bit more to the forefront, which means I have to wear makeup more often, which is funny. Princess Faye gets to show off her amazing artwork as a makeup artist. So there's more development with that. All right, breaking insanity cycle. You do me a favor. You go have fun. Okay, go have some fun. All right, Midnight Cool. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. So that's kind of where it stands. We are definitely on the move. The Prince Magnum channel is on the move. We are definitely deep involved with now a total of probably about 4 videos that are ready to be finished. Actually, probably more than that. As soon as I get off of here, I'm probably going to be uh, looking at a test stream later on tonight, which we're just seeing how it works. I don't know. It might do really good. It might not do so good. Spending time with Princess Faye, definitely a must. Definitely a must. So I'm going to be busy tonight. I'm going to be busy through the whole weekend. Hopefully, if all goes well, by Sunday, I'll have a couple more videos ready for premiere. Now, where does this all tie in? I do need to spend a little bit more time with Princess Faye. I We don't get enough time together. She works in the evening times. I work in the early mornings, so we don't get to see a whole lot of each other. It kind of sucks that we don't get to see enough of each other. But the time that we do get to spend together is an absolute blessing to this guy right here. Um, so there is a video that I'm probably going to be I was lucky enough to extract it from the old computer that I actually completed. I do need to kind of touch it up just a smidge. But there's a video that is going to be coming out very soon. Very soon, where Princess Faye actually had a mishap with Project Lena, and it was me jumping into Project Spirit, rushing to kind of take care of things, and there's going to be a whole inside track for husbands, however that works in your relationship, because I say husband as kind of like a modern day sense, because some people still shack up together. They're not interested in actual marriage. But along with that, some people, it's not just your traditional man and man. It's Well, it's not your traditional man and woman. It's man and man, woman, woman. However you are married nowadays. It can, so however it works in your relationship, that's how I apply it, nowadays. So that is definitely in the works, where I will be releasing a video that definitely dives into that. Like I said, I got to do some touch up stuff. We're also going to be bringing back my Build-A-Bear Ace, where there will be sneak, little spots where he kind of gets in there. If you're not familiar with those videos where he says "Good night, ladies," or with the voice of Arlie Ermy, or the voice of Macho Man Randy Savage, just stuff like that. Where at the end of the video, it's kind of like a clip for humor purposes. That's definitely going to be brought back. We're definitely looking at that. So there's going to be a lot of that. I know some of you are very familiar with that. Along with that, we're going to be cleaning out some old videos that no longer are relevant to the Prince Magnum channel. There are some videos on here that are really good. I've got some really good content. Thank God I've managed, in my old days to put out some really good content. Then there's some that's not so good. And it's like these videos have got to go away. I'm not happy with them. I wasn't happy with them when I released them. I could have done better, sort of thing. So there's going to be some content that's going to be going away. There's a thing that I had actually done where my Build-A-Bear Ace has the voice of Macho Man Randy Savage and says, "Wow, man, freak out." Yeah, so that's definitely in the works. So again, we're looking at a whole lot of stuff where the Prince Magnum channel is definitely going to have a lot of uploaded content because the live streams, snap into a Slim Jim. Yeah. Who doesn't love Macho Man Randy Savage? That is a guy that was just absolutely amazing. He was an amazing wrestler, and I miss seeing him. He was one of my favorites. I loved his work. He could make you love him, and he could make you hate him. You know, and he was a relatable character. You know, so I definitely miss Macho Man Randy Savage. I also miss. Believe it or not, I miss, Bret the Hitman Hart in wrestling. A lot of amazing wrestlers from over the years. I will say right now, if there was one must see match for all of you who enjoy wrestling, a must see match. I know oftentimes the WWE, or as I remember it, the WWF, World Wrestling Federation, uh, Intercontinental title. Some people swear up, some of the best matches with that title. Um, you know, oh yeah, no question about it. One of the best title matches ever for the Intercontinental title. Some of the best matches in the WWF's and WWE's history came from the Intercontinental title. And in my opinion, I know everyone talks about Macho Man and Ricky the Dragon Steamboat as being one of the greatest matches ever. I disagree. Nighthawk, welcome to the live stream. One of the greatest matches probably ever has to be, without a doubt, Bret the Hitman Hart versus Roddy Rod Piper for the Intercontinental title. If you have not seen that match, I'll be absolutely honest with you. The Ultimate Warrior was a favorite of mine, but he was not my all-time favorite. A lot of it has to do with the fact that as a kid, oh yes, most definitely, Ron, most definitely, yes, I will agree with you. The Ultimate Warrior. Oh yeah, oh yeah, one of the greatest matches. Actually, oftentimes overlooked. Yeah, Miss Road Warrior Animal, Miss Road Warrior Hawk, the Road Warriors, miss them guys. Um, the greatest tag team ever. Held titles in several different, different, just all over the place. They were amazing wrestlers, amazing performance artists. I could go on for hours at some of my favorite matches from over the years. Um, you know, I will say right now, I know a lot of you, would be very upset for me saying that Hulk Hogan did an amazing job with wrestling in the 1980s, which he did bring it to the forefront in a lot of ways. He kind of helped it transition to modern times. But he did really help it. But and he was able to reinvent his character numerous times over the years. I know there's been a whole lot of stuff about him being racist and everything. Yeah, I miss Road Warrior Animal, uh, and I miss I miss the Road Warriors. Period. Um, just a great characters. Welcome back, Sean. Yeah. Um, I will tell you that um, one of the greatest moments that I've got to watch in wrestling was, uh, I watched, I've watched, when Hulk Hogan defeated Sergeant Slaughter, and that was an amazing, WrestleMania match. I loved it. It's an amazing match. I've watched Ric Flair become champion. I've watched Macho Man become world champion. I've watched some amazing wrestlers over the years. You know, you know, and maybe someday in the future I might actually dive into some of my old favorite matches and maybe do reviews of those. You never know. Kind of diving into a look into our past. And wrestling used to be really amazing back in the day. I actually remember the rock and wrestling cartoon that showed on Saturday mornings. Yeah, I actually remember that. And I miss that. So yeah, I actually Eddie Guerrero, yeah, amazing wrestler. Um, Believe it or not, you know, um, I remember the NWO and being like, wow, I didn't know what to think. I didn't know what to think. It was just, it blew my mind. You know, um, it was interesting to watch wrestling back then. You know, uh, for the record, I'm still, I've become a fan of him over the years, but one of my favorite wrestlers today. Yep, yep, I remember those old games. I remember those old games. One of my favorite. Oh yeah, no question about it. Uh, WrestleMania Challenge, Steel Cage Challenge. I remember all those 8-bit games. WWF Raw for the Sega Genesis and 32X. Amazing games. I will say that the wrestling games over the years that I've got to enjoy have been amazing. I know a lot of people enjoy wrestling games, and I will say, unfortunately, as time has progressed, wrestling is definitely not what it once was. Um, I will say that, even though it wasn't real to a lot of us in the 1980s and the 1990s, even though we knew it wasn't real, I do remember that game. Um, Ravishing Rick Rude, Mr. Perfect Kurt Hennig, one of my favorite Intercontinental champions, the Honky Tonk Man, great Intercontinental champion, does not get credit for being the amazing champion he was. And he was the one that set the Ultimate Warrior up for eventually that title versus title that we were just talking about, Hulk Hogan and the Ultimate Warrior. Honky Tonk Man really did an amazing job defending that title. And he did defend it against Macho Man Randy Savage. Well, see, here's the problem, Mike G. Um, yes, wrestling has continued to evolve, but here's the problem. A lot of times you can evolve it so much it isn't what it once was. You know, it loses what it's supposed to be. And that's a lot of times what has happened. And let me give you an example. Um, when is the last time we seen a coal miner's glove match? When's the last time we seen, the, a really good steel cage match? When's the last time that we seen, matches that really stood out like that? Um, you know, Superfly, Jimmy Snuka, in his steel cage match coming off that top for the very first time. Come on. When is the last time we seen a match just like that? You tell me. Where is the evolution of where we sit there and go, wow, we just seen that? You know, Taking it back to those old days. Or let's not forget the two ladder matches with Razor Ramon and the Heartbreak Kid Shawn Michaels. Most people forget there was two of them. They always talk about the one, but there was two. Um, the first one, um, Razor Ramon won. Second one, Shawn Michaels won. Or that first time we seen Shawn Michaels come down from the rafters on a zip line. When's the last time we were just awe-inspired and blown away by wrestlers that were doing the near impossible? When you talk about it in that sense, wrestling is not what it once was. It's more of a soap opera now. And a lot of people tend to forget these guys are supposed to be competing, okay? Putting on an amazing show. The wrestlers that we see today, yeah, you know what I'm talking about now. We don't see that stuff anymore. It's not what it once was. And when you go back to those old days and you look at that amazing footage, it's like even the generations of today watching wrestling from way back when, they're like, where is that? That boom, that bombastic stuff. When is the last time we seen something that resembled, Brother Love doing his interviews? Or that moment that, back to Shawn Michaels, kicking Marty Jannetty, and then, the barber shop incident. When is the last time we seen anything that resembled that? We haven't. It's not what it once was. You don't see things like that. Or the time that, or even in the 90s, we'll go to the 90s for a moment. That moment where Hulk Hogan did his heel turn and became a member of the NWO. When's the last time we seen that? Join the Outsiders, dropping that leg. And that's the good guy, Wow, oh my gosh, when's the last time we seen a heel turn like that? Or that moment when you know, um very good. Yeah, Mike G. Yeah, that is a lot of the problem, but they could still do it. They could still do it. The problem is stop killing kayfabe. Um, Even though he's a dick, I will say it. When it comes to wrestling, the guy who still has his finger on the pulse is Jim Cornette. He's a dick, but he is right. He talks about the old days and how tight kept kayfabe was back then, and that's the problem. Yeah, exactly. And see, I was watching as a kid in the 1980s, and I watched we from when we transitioned from cartoon characters. They eventually did kill WCW. Yeah, they did. They eventually did. But there's still a lot to do. There's still a lot of talk about that. There's still a lot of talk about that. Um, so again, wrestling isn't what it once was. And I'll tell you a guy that really, again, has his finger on the pulse of wrestling, and that is Jim Cornette. He is a dick. I'm not going to lie there. But he also knows what he's talking about when it comes to wrestling. He'd been in the years, exactly. About the time that WCW folded is when I really stopped watching. It is not, and I briefly started watching again, and I will say I was always more WWF than WCW. But unfortunately, times change. I do see good things that are starting to come out of AEW, and I'm kind of excited to see how that turns out. Maybe we might see a day of the return to the Monday Night Wars, and it would be good to see a little bit of the Attitude Era return. Yeah, well, you got to remember, storylines should be able to transition, but they're not transitioning as well as they used to. So you got to watch that stuff. That's just one of those things. You know, they do not. They're bad about the storylines today. That's why I have no interest in wrestling right now. Yeah, agreed. Jim Cornette's a dick. But he still knows his stuff about wrestling, probably better than anybody does. He knows his stuff. Jim Ross. Jim Ross knows his stuff about wrestling. And for the record, um, a big, a big we miss you to Howard Finkel, the Fink. We miss you. That amazing radio voice that he did announcing everyone. Oh my God, I miss him. I'm starting to get misty eyed because the way he would announce champions. Oh my gosh, the title changes or retaining a title. Howard Fink. Oh my gosh, miss him. Lakers, yeah. Yeah, my neighbor downstairs is a big basketball fan. He's been watching. I've been telling him I hope his team wins. Um, oh, he just gave in. Yeah, right on, brother. Who you rooting on? The Heat. Okay, one of my buddies over in Ireland. He's a Lakers fan. Are they? Okay, okay, okay. You got hope. All right, all right. My one of my sports is still hockey. Still a hockey fan. Uh, St. Louis Blues, keep going. St. Louis Blues all the way. You know, big Blues fan. Yeah, gotten a lot better. You know. Yeah, I heard JR's on AEW. I heard that. For the record, I am actually old enough to remember when JR was in WCW. Gosh dang, I'm old. I remember when Gorilla Monsoon and um, and Bobby the Brain Heenan was on, believe it or not, WWF. I remember that. And talk about the greatest announced team ever. Yeah, I don't get to keep up with it as much as I would like to, but I love hockey. Um, I love hockey. Love it. Love it. Who do, if you don't love hockey, you're missing, you know. Yeah, now I've heard good things. I just haven't watched it. But I definitely got to tune in. But yeah, if you guys like the old wrestling stuff, there is a guy that does review the old wrestling stuff, and he really dives into the history of wrestling, wrestling with regret. If you've not checked out that channel, if you're a wrestling fan, you definitely should. He does go back a ways through the old stuff, and he really does an amazing job. And he has also been a manager in the in the indie circuit for many many years. I actually, I've not kept up the rules and everything like I used to. I used to know the rules probably better than you could imagine. Hockey is it is a very physically demanding sport. Also, for the record, I'm going to go ahead and say it. Put the, I'm there. You go, Mike G. Yeah, yeah. While I'm also on that subject of sports, motorsports, hashtag put the stock car back into NASCAR. I said it. Get the stock car back into NASCAR. Plain and simple. There you go. Uh, you know, I want to see that. I want to see it. Um, and once we still have the one-off exhibition with Project Spirit breaking a top speed record. I know Queen Bee is going to get onto my ass. She doesn't want me to be. She was already pretty upset about that premiere video. I know where I took Project Spirit. Miami. No, I am not a big NFL fan. I'm not. I'm not big on American football. But if there is a team I'm going to root for, yep, vroom vroom. If you were to ask me what team I would cheer on if I was a football fan, American football, that is. If I was an American football fan, I would probably. You didn't watch all of it. Oh no, Queen. I got upwards in some spots all the way up to. You can't tell me what to do. Bears. Um, Kansas City Chiefs. And mainly the reason why is because Kansas City's mostly in Missouri. The Bears. Yeah. The Bulls. The Bears. Yeah. Who remembers that bit? Saturday Night Live. Back when Saturday Night Live was actually decent. It's not that decent now. It's actually garbage. Whatever, I do what I want. Wait until Cinnamon does that bit. Oh my gosh. Yeah, that actually might be a thing. So, again, we got a lot going on here on the channel. Amazing stuff. Yeah, there's a lot of that. Yeah. They need to get more road courses. Okay, okay. They need to get more road courses. They need to get a lot more. They got to. NASCAR is not what it once was. Thank goodness drag racing is still drag racing. She will, but it's still not going to stop me. I'm going to go do it. Yeah, the Raiders, football teams pick up 10 stakes and move all the time. Um, I'm still a big motorsports fan. That'll never go away. Another favorite motorsport that I do enjoy is drag racing. I love drag racing. Maybe we might see, see about getting a time trial on Project Spirit once the automatic's in place. And once we do a V8 swap, we'll see how. Whatever, I still do what I want. Queen, no matter what you do, no matter what you say, I'm still going to make that run. I got the keys. we gonna kick the tires and light the fires. I know you will. It's still gonna make. I'm still gonna do it. Let me explain. Way back when I was 18 years old, y'all take the keys away. You still got to get the spares. Oh my gosh. Okay, there is a one-off exhibition that we need to be doing with Project Spirit, which once the automatic is in place, it'll make things a little easier. When I was 18 years old, there was this stretch of road in the town that I lived in. And this particular stretch of road, um, it really isn't even a full eighth mile. It's close, but not even close. And I set a top speed record on this stretch of road. There's an entire video series diving into this, not a joke, explaining it, which I need to do an update video on that. The car that I did it with was a 78 Camaro Berlinetta, 400 cubic inch small block, 350 turbo automatic, a good solid engine. I took it down this stretch of road and set the record from one corner to the other at 50 miles an hour. Again, this is not a super big stretch of road, and the objective was you had to hit hit a top speed. You had to have someone with you to actually say that you did it, and um, along with that, you could not wreck your vehicle. Okay, and I've done videos talking about it and that sort of thing. So I definitely recommend those videos. I will put them in a special playlist before too long. Um, so that record still that record stood from the time I was 18 to the time I was 25. I went back in a 77 Oldsmobile Delta 88 with a Chevrolet 350 turbo automatic and set the record higher from 55 miles an hour from one corner. Yeah, a lot of people did wreck. There was one guy that came close to breaking my record, but he wrecked his dad's brand new truck, and we didn't see him for 3 months. There was something about his dad beating the piss out of him so bad that you couldn't see him. Like close to hospital bed, beat the piss out of him because wrecked his truck. I can't say as I blame dad in this case because his dad had like another 5 years of payments on that truck. And then he still had to go out and get a new truck. So it was kind of like that. Dad paid good money for that truck. So I went back at the age of 25 and set the record higher. Fast forward, a lot of my friends in high school are starting to die off. We're dying off very quickly, and we shouldn't be. And a lot of people are feeling our age right now. It's a good, when I graduated, there was probably around about, I think, 109 people in my graduating class. The year before, it was almost 100. And the year after me, there was about 120. So in that ballpark area, a lot of us have begun passing away. And it's one of those deals that we're all feeling our age. And it's like, you know what? We got to do something about this. And what I plan to do is to go back to that stretch of road and set the record higher with Project Spirit. I'm looking to hit 60 in that stretch. If that happens, even if I don't fully break that record, at least I attempted it. And I want to set it up where before I do this, we will raise money for a particular cause. It might be St. Jude's. It might be, it could even be something like the Children's Miracle Network. Who knows? We're going to definitely take a step and try to raise money when we go to do this. So all of the proceeds will definitely go for that, for a cause of some sort. Again, I know Queen Bee is sitting there like, damn you. Because yes, I'm risking a lot doing this. Even at my age, I'm risking a lot, but I'm a lot better of a driver for today than I am back then. So I believe that I can do it, and Project Spirit, I believe, can do it very easily. Um, so that is definitely still on the plate. And again, I know a lot of you don't like the idea, but it must be done. It has to be done. It is well worth it, you know, because in the end, it's not for me so much. It's for everybody else in my age group. Again, where I come from, we're dying off at a very quick rate, and we shouldn't be. My old high school classmates and friends are dying. Trust me, it's worth it. You know, so I'm gonna do this. And even if I don't succeed, at least I tried. Come on, Project Spirit can do it. I'm breaking my record and setting it higher so it makes it near impossible for anyone else to do it for many years to come. After that, I've done what I set out to do. One big last hurrah of stupidity, if you will, but at least I can do something good with it now. It's not so much bragging rights, it's doing it for the right reasons. I still got it. Poor Queen, she probably was nervous watching that one video, like, I can't do this. What the hell's wrong with you, Prince Magnum? That premiere video. At some points on that country road, I was doing upwards of 90 miles, 80 and 90 miles an hour. And I know Queen was like, oh my God, I cannot watch this. I love it, Spaz. You're awesome. You know, um, so we're definitely diving into a lot of video stuff. I'm going to be busy. I've got enough video projects to carry me well into next year. Yeah, you didn't finish the video. You got to finish it. I didn't wreck. So it's going to be good. So that's pretty much it. Watch hours are close, very close. More stuff with Cinnamon. Yeah, we're getting really close. So before you know it, spank that PC. Take it, bitch. You know you like it. Anyhow, actually, it'd be funny if I did that tomorrow. Done up as Cinnamon. Again, if you're in the Discord, make sure you get your questions and comments up for Cinnamon to doing the live stream. Uh, you know, it's going to be a lot of that. Going to be a lot of that, especially if you don't want it. Yeah. There you go. Yeah, get over there and check out Spaz. She's worked her ass off on her channel. And again, once Spaz is feeling much better, it's already in the main. And Spaz, we got to get together. We got to start talking. I got to, I'm ready for this. I'm ready. What am I wearing? Clothes, I think. No, this is YouTube, not Pornhub. Anyhow, so I know all of you are definitely looking forward to seeing Cinnamon tomorrow. Before Princess Faye, Oh, most definitely, most definitely. I'm looking forward to seeing how many people come in for the Cinnamon live stream tomorrow. Poor Megan, she's not been the same, I don't think, since meeting Cinnamon in a live stream. She's just been, like I finally got to meet Cinnamon, you know. Um, yeah, Spaz, we got to get together. We got to start talking when you want to start setting things up for the podcast. Because, oh my God, can you just imagine Cinnamon in your podcast? And of course, Princess Faye and I doing what we do. There you go. There you go, Spaz. Um, Plays a lot of Dead by Daylight. Last I seen, I haven't been over there. I got to get over there and see you. So that's definitely in the works. Where Cinnamon is going to be pushed a little bit. Actually, that's just the way the shirt was cut. That was the way the shirt was cut. That was actually part of a costume. And I was looking at it going, I could do something with this. And I know you all were sitting there going, oh my God. Yeah, poor Queen. She didn't know what to say about looking at Cinnamon. She was like, oh my God, this just, yeah, turned up that. Yeah, that's the way the shirt's cut. And of course, that's fucking awesome. I know all of you are just dying to see Cinnamon again, so we're definitely going to do it. You know, and of course, that is an adults only stream. Adults only. I'm telling you, Cinnamon's she's one of the hottest things to hit YouTube. Y'all will never be the same. Just, yeah, you know. And again, the character was designed as a joke. It was designed as a joke, but here we are now. You know, Cinnamon is now, again, maybe I should upload Cinnamon Saves the World in Fortnite. Oh boy. Yeah. Of course, I know all of you really like, basically unveiling for the first time Cinnamon in, the skin that Cinnamon uses in Fortnite. I know that's something you all want to see. Y'all never be the same again. Yeah, y'all never be the same again. Cinnamon's one of those things that she does. Everyone just thinks Cinnamon's like is a hot little spicy thing. And Cinnamon's main job now is to remind everyone to keep it spicy in that bedroom. There's two sides to romance. There's that sweet, loving side, and then, oh, you want to see it? Okay, Cinnamon, and then there's the Cinnamon challenge. Well, Cinnamon compilation in Fortnite. We could use that as an unveiling as well. We could upload any one of those tomorrow. Along with, there's like a million videos that I can upload. Oh my gosh. I've got a bunch of them done now. So definitely look forward to that. We might turn it into a Cinnamon day tomorrow. There you go. Had to hit that support button and ding that bell. Be sure to hit that button really hard. Yeah, anyhow. Get into character already, and I'm not even in makeup. Turn it into a spicy day tomorrow for you all. Y'all never be the same. Turn it into Cinnamon Saturday. Yeah, that'd be a thing. Cinnamon Saturday? Is that what we're asking for? Cinnamon Saturday? A Cinnamon Saturday? Oh yeah. And at the same time, Mikey G is in that Fortnite compilation with Cinnamon. Yeah, that's a thing. Sentiment in a Fortnite in her Fortnite compilation. She gets Mikey G is there in a few of the scenes. Mikey G. Yep. There you go, Sean. You better get that link out there. So, we've went for a little while. We've talked about a lot tonight. Oh, I can handle it. I can handle it. Good Premiere video. Show off my editing skills again. I'm looking forward to it. Yeah, I got to go take care of me. I got some munchy food. Hey, who doesn't like munchy food, right? So that does bring us to a good stopping point. I need to go take care of me. Got to get to more editing. Got to go get ready for Princess Faye's homecoming when she gets home tonight. Cuddle up with her. Spend some time with my sweetheart. I love my wife. I got a beautiful wife. No question about it. I love her more than you guys can imagine. And, just one of them things. If I didn't love her, I wouldn't have married her. And again, the Prince Magnum channel is the first YouTube channel, to my knowledge, in the world that brings both custom cars and romance as its main platform. Zelda is doing good. I'm going to see about getting some video footage of Zelda and upload that as a video. I might see about doing that for you guys. I know how she's not out here. Usually she sneaks out here and hangs out with us. But I know, Queen, I know you love the baby. Hang on a second. Let's see if she's nearby. Take a quick look. Let's see. No, that's the big one, I think. Yeah, that's a big one. Well, shoot, that's... There you go, Chairman. There's the big one. There's Taver. Hey, Taver. A big boy. He's been with us around 6 years, actually. That's Taver. That's my boy. He's getting to be a cranky old man. Take it easy, Chairman. You rest well, buddy. I was hoping Zelda would be floating around here someplace. Sorry about that, folks. We're still live. We're just we are getting close to ending it. Looking for Zelda, but I don't see her. I was hoping she'd be around somewhere. Boy, it's turned into a beautiful night. Hoping she would be around. No, she's not in the bedroom, which that bedroom needs to be cleaned badly. Maybe she's in the office. Ah, shit. Nope, not in the office. She's somewhere hiding. Huh. Looking real quick. No, she's hiding. Well, what do you expect? That's what cats do. I was hoping she'd be out here. But anyhow. Alrighty. So we have went for a good distance. And then some. So. Alrighty. It brings us to a good stopping point. Like I said, I'll try to get some video footage of Zelda. See what we could do with that. Who doesn't love kittens? But anyhow, all right. So again, thank you all for being here with me tonight. We pulled down some serious watch time. You know, we got a lot of watch time taken care of tonight. So that does bring us to a good stopping point. Again, look forward for a premiere probably tomorrow. We will definitely be releasing some videos as time goes on, because I need to take a little bit of time, a little bit more time with Princess Faye. It's going to be a lot of fun. So, as usual, as we begin to shut down the stream, I will see all of you tomorrow, and it goes a little something like this. Get out there and work on a project. I don't care what it is. Just do something with yourself. Remember, idle hands and a creative mind go together like oil and water. If you have a sweetheart, sweep them off their feet and do something special for them today. And as always, for all of you out there, if no one out there has told any of you that they love you today, Prince Magnum does. God bless you and have a happy 24. Thank you.